What is the poll question that you've been sitting on over there?
This is what we cultivated. It is the 38th birthday of Devin Hester. Devin Hester.
Okay.
Now, big debate going on with Devin Hester if he will one day get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Now, just throwing this out there. Who is most deserving of Hall of Fame enshrinement?
Okay.
Devin Hester, Julian Edelman, Phillip Rivers, Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
These are all borderline guys. Who is most deserving of Hall of Fame enshrinement?
Hester.
Hester.
Right.
Julian Edelman. Hot debate about Edelman.
Is there really?
I think so.
I mean, it's not the Hall of Postseason Fame. And you know how I feel about Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman has better stats than a lot of wide receivers currently.
Regular season statistics.
It's all encompassing.
Uh-huh.
It's your entire career.
Okay. I would say if I wanted to poke this one up a notch.
You putting Calvin Johnson?
No. I that wouldn't be bad. That's not a bad one for a receiver. Instead of Phillip, you put in Eli.
Eli's going.
I said that, and you look at me like I'm cross-eyed.
Well, that's him. Like,
so many
having
people,
to play
maybe
that
from
role
that's
of
not
Eli
you.
No,
hater.
it's not me. I mean, he's going.
I have said Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer. He won 2 Super Bowls.
I'm talking about a guy with all the statistics, all the records for the Chargers and whatnot, but he played in the passing era.
Okay.
So does he get in?
All right.
Everyone seems to think that Phillip's a lock. And Marshawn Lynch, guy with 10,000 career rushing yards. He does have a Super Bowl, but not the Hall of Very Good.
I think Marshawn's going to wind up winning this poll because Seattle fans go crazy for it.
TJ thinks Devin Hester is going to run away with this.
That he doesn't deserve to be in?
No, that he does.
No, I said that. I was like, I don't know why we're putting Hester in here. I feel like he's a lock for the Hall. Chris didn't feel like he was a lock for the Hall.
The reason why he's not a lock for the Hall is the same reason why once we hit send on this, once you post it.
Were we swapping out Edelman or not?
No, you go for it.
It's also like McLovin is hot on the Edelman.
Well, I mean, he is the arbiter of what's germane and what's not. Mr. Against the Grain.
All right, I'm just going to post it.
You know, I went at him on Dan's show because I went at him when I was on it yesterday, and I went at him on Twitter about it too. The it being him saying that having a game-changing wide receiver isn't the most important aspect to winning a Super Bowl. And I'm giving you the subtext of his argument through the actual tweet about that only 2 Super Bowl champions have had all-pro wide receivers on the team. And I pointed out that that's not the only metric of what makes a wide receiver special to the team is not all-pro status. There's only 2 human beings that are all-pro wide receivers, and sometimes from the same conference. So that would preclude a Super Bowl winning team from maybe having one. And Tyreek Hill wasn't an all-pro receiver, but the catch that changed last year's Super Bowl was a route that I think only he could have run. And last year's Super Bowl was almost won by a non-all-pro wide receiver who was wide open beyond the defense. Had Jimmy G hit Emmanuel Sanders in the hands, his name would be linked in Super Bowl history for a long time to come.
You also pointed out that there's only 2 all-pro wide receivers per year anyway.
So my point is, if McLovin is all about Edelman and we're all about being promotional about the NBC Sports on Peacock chain, go for it. But the minute you hit send on this, okay.
It's out.
I will. What's the over-under on a Bills fan tweeting, what about Steve Tasker? Laugh all you want.
Matt from Oklahoma is probably already doing that.
Well,
right
does
now.
Matt Slater get in then? Matthew Slater? I mean, he's the best special teams guy in the league right now. Makes the Pro Bowl every year.
I would be stunned if a Bills fan sees this and says, well, what about Steve Tasker? I know he didn't even return all those kicks for touchdowns. But in terms of seeing Devin Hester in person, you know, I don't recall ever seeing a game changer at that position quite like him.
Are you putting your thumb on this early?
No,
Okay.
I'm not, because I think they all four
That's
of
what I
these
mean.
guys
That's why I kind of
have
carefully
something
picked.
going for them.
Yeah, I carefully picked these four
But
guys.
in terms of Devin Hester, twice I saw a game in which he did one of the most difficult things for an athlete to do, which is all eyes on him, everyone expecting him to achieve something that's rare to do in the game, that he's rare as an athlete because he's done it so many times, the rarity, essentially. So it's like a double rarity. Somebody who completes a physical feat that is so rare normally, but he's rare because he does it with such frequency. And we then expect it going into a game, and he does it. And I saw it with my eyes twice. Once was the Super Bowl when the Colts, for some reason, kicked it off to him. And we're like, they're not going to kick it off to Devin Hester. They did, and he returned it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
Is that when Dion knew it was happening and ran up the sidelines?
Well, no, that was the other game.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It was when he was set to break Dion's record for returns for a touchdown that was either specific to a season or a career or something like that in Atlanta. I forget what the record was.
I think it might have been career. Yeah.
And it was in Dion's house, and he knew Hester, as he said, since he was a baby. He was his baby. He took him under his wing when Devin was at the U. Mm-hmm. And so he's known Hester for a long time. So for anybody to break it was, he breaking it was special for Dion, and he did it in Atlanta, in Dion's house, the old Georgia Dome, with Dion's banner, and Dion in the building on Thursday night. We were there. And we're like, can he really do that? He did it. And Dion was with him. Mm-hmm. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. It's a special talent to do that. Like a home run hitter, like, oh my gosh, this guy's not going to hit another home run. This one in the 8th inning with 2-1 on in a 2-run game. Or this guy's not going to make the 3-pointer, when we're all expecting him to do it. Yeah. He's not going to have the opportunity. The defense won't allow it. It's so rare to do that. He had that ability. I saw it twice. Now, does that make him more Hall of Fame worthy than the rest of these guys? Good poll question, Chris.
Thank you.
I like it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.